Story of the night has already happened. 71-year-old Paul Lim through to the second round, the oldest player ever to grace this stage, and he may well take on Luke Humphries. Humphries in action on talkSPORT 2 tonight as well. We're going to see him take on Ted Everts in the third game of the evening. But Mace, you just caught a word with Paul Lim before you got in here, didn't you? How's he feeling right now?
Yeah, he's obviously this time of the year is all about fairy tales, and what a story that is. 71 years of age. I'm absolutely over the moon, Murph. You listen, you know about this sport, you love this sport, and I actually was the victim of losing to the oldest player ever to win a game at a World Championship. That's now over, which I'm really pleased about. John McGann beat me. I think he was 67 years of age, something like that. Paul Lim, what a story against a... Listen, De Graaf is a player that we've admired for the last couple of years. Really sort of has turned a corner. 8-1-8 in that match and still got beat. And credit to Paul Lim, he was reliable, relentless, and just managed that match better than his opponent, and that was it. That was what it was all about. It's all about experience. Yeah,
and the first player that Lim's beaten on this stage since Luke Humphries,
who he could play in the next round.
Yeah, and that was
that'll be karma and payback all rolled into one.
Yeah, don't mean to confuse anybody, but that was a pre-Lim match.
Yes,
if you
it
kind
was,
of get my drift. But now, level playing field, all the players starting in the first round, 128 of them in the biggest ever World Darts Championship. All live for you on talkSPORT 2 and the talkSPORT app. And coming up next, we are going to see Karel Sedlacek in action against Wessel Nijman. Now, on paper, Wessel Nijman is the favourite, and he was much fancied last year. Joe Cullen got the beating, and he told everyone.
They wrote Joe Cullen off, didn't they?
And he didn't
Wessel
like it.
Nijman was a massive favourite, very similar to the odds that Wessel Nijman is here against his opponent in Sedlacek. And, well, of course, as we know, Joe Cullen, righted the wrongs and said, do not write me off.
Yeah,
and
refused to speak to the press afterwards, didn't he? He said, you've all been disrespectful, I'm not going to show you any respect.
Well, the problem was...
Spoke to talkSPORT, mind.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Listen, the reason we felt Wessel Nijman was going to win, because going into that match, his form was awful. And he's the first to admit it, but he just didn't like the fact, he thought it was disrespectful that the bookies went against him. We didn't go against him personally, it was just... You looked at the stats going into that game, and it all looked like Wessel Nijman should win. Very similar tonight. But, and this is the caveat, coming into this match, the first two meetings that they ever had, Sedlacek won. The next two, Wessel Nijman won. The last two, Sedlacek has won. He's leading their head-to-head 4-2, and he is a banana skin of a dart player. If you take him lightly, he will punish you. And he recently did a big exhibition alongside 7 other fellow big-time dart players, and he won that. So he's coming into here with certainly an element of confidence.
He has had, though, Wessel Nijman, a better year this year, hasn't he, in the build-up?
For sure.
Second on the Players' Championship ranking, so he should have more confidence this time.
Well, every metric we look at, Murph, it points to a Wessel Nijman win, but it did 12 months ago when he played Joe Cullen.
Yeah, well, the time has come. The randomly nicknamed Evil Charlie will be the first player onto the stage, and John McDonald's going to announce him.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. Taking part in his 5th World Championship, he's Czechia's #1. It's Evil Charlie, Karel Sedlacek.
So I'd like to know when you got the notion. Said I'd like to know when you got the notion. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, I don't tip the boat over. Rock the boat, I don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat.
I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, Murph, but this is Rock the Boat by Forest. I'm not sure how they got on today. Did they play?
No, not today, but he certainly is hoping to rock the boat tonight, isn't he, with a victory over Wessel Nijman. Biggest shock so far, Ross Smith beaten by Andreas Harrison. Are we going to see another seed tumble in this one?
Not far behind it, Paul Lim winning the last match against De Graaf. I don't know. Listen, we hoped he'd have a good game, but we certainly didn't expect that performance.
Here comes Nijman then.
And now the times are changing. Look at everything that's come and gone. Sometimes when I play that old 6-string, think about you, wonder what went wrong. Standing on your mama's porch.
Certainly not old enough to remember the summer of '69, is he, Wessel Nijman? Maybe Paul Lim is.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, look, as we were saying, every single stat points towards Nijman winning this game. But one little chink in the armour, I think, makes it interesting to get your opinion on this. I just think in high-pressure moments, in big tournaments, he's shown to be inconsistent.
Yeah, and he's shown those vulnerabilities, hasn't he? Time and time again. There's no doubting the ability and talent he possesses. But when he's been in the spotlight, he has faltered. And one thing you cannot do against this guy he's playing tonight is falter. Like we've seen it from De Graaf against Paul Lim. It's a very similar scenario.
You are listening to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels. Book your Christmas party now. Visit villagehotels.com.
And the very fact that he has beaten him 4 of the 6 times they've met, it's not like he's going into an environment that is unknown for Sedlacek. Wessel Nijman does, and another caveat, Wessel Nijman does have the talent that if he turns up and plays to the best of his ability, this could be a rout. But if he's anything but on it, he's in for a torrid time here, I can assure you.
Easily has a potential to average in the high 90s towards the 100 mark. Season average 95.86 for Wessel Nijman. He's a strong 180 hitter. 1,000 to 1 Sedlacek for the title. He'll be the outsider in this one, but he just has a resilience about him, doesn't he?
There is something. He just has something. And he would defy the odds and continues to defy the odds. I mean, it's a big ask, but he has it in the locker.
And Nijman's been a great floor player this year. 17 ton-plus averages on the floor. Only Luke Littler has more. But can he take that to the big stage? Can he arrive to the party at the Palace?
And that's been the issue, hasn't it? Let's have it right. He's just not shown up at the big moments. But what a first dart. Straight in the treble 20. What a second dart. Well, that 180, Merv, you literally could have put on the head of the pen. I'm about to write 180 on my notes.
Yeah, remarkable. What a start that is from Nijman. And
that could be a statement of intent.
Yeah, as myself and Mace were saying, he's going to win this easy.
Well, he has the ability to win it easy. That's the thing. But sometimes that's not quite how things play out. It's certainly in our sport. We've seen it in the last game. We'll see it continuously throughout this World Championship. We've seen it since day dot of darts.
Yeah, I mean, he's already down to 2-2-8, just 6 darts thrown. But do you feel that Wessel Nijman either wins this match 3-0 or potentially loses it?
Correct. Absolutely bang on the money, Murph. And that is the type of game he plays. That's very much his style. It's
60.
It's not all or nothing, but it sort of trends that way.
Yeah, 88 then. Treble 20 will be the first port of call. Finds a treble 1 accidentally, so 85. The clean-up shot's on. Treble 19 was the choice. Missed it low.
47.
Chips off a 25. Leaves himself 41.
And Noble is up there, so this has the potential of going long.
81. Westfield 41.
I'll tell you exactly why he's up there in a second, George Noble. Let's just see what Nijman can do with this. Well, that's a miss. He's gone for a 9, hit a 12. 29 remaining.
And that's the kind of thing that sort of creeps into his game that he's got to eradicate. Tide is up in the end for a 15-dart hold. Sedlacek with the darts. 2 treble 20s. Is he going to replicate what Nijman did in leg 1?
140.
Very nearly. 140 in the end.
Yeah, the referees tend to do 2 matches a night, don't they? Now, normally they alternate, but George Noble's, he's a wily old fox. He's gone back-to-back, so he can go home after this one.
He knows.
He retires at the end of this tournament. This is an intent of semi-retirement from George Noble tonight. But what a...
He's just going to drive you mad for the next couple of years, Murph, down at the Super Series.
Co-owner of the Motor Super Series. It was his brainchild.
Yep. It was what he brought to us and said, what do you think about this, lads? And we're like, I'm not so sure. Well, some 5 years so later, it's now one of the most
59.
successful darting platforms out there. Wessel Nijman absolutely flying here.
Yeah, plenty of players in this tournament have played there.
Including Wessel Nijman.
Absolutely.
45.
Well, we're seeing the inconsistencies early on. Fabulous first leg. He's thrown some good darts in the second, but just the odd visit that should give Sedlacek cause for optimism.
60.
Yeah, that's a beautiful phrase, Murph, and I'm with you all the way.
182 for the young Dutchman here. Single 20 followed swiftly by a treble.
100.
And the darts continue dropping lower. 100 off, 82 remaining. Sedlacek back on 200. Second leg of the first set.
Oh, 2 treble 20s. Can he fill it?
140.
Very, very nearly down to 60. So pressure on the 82 for Nijman. And this is a break opportunity to lead 2-0 in set 1. Ball. Doesn't quite get it. Single 17 leaves tops.
Gets a single 17. Double top for 2-zip.
42.
Over the top. Now
Only
then,
requires
we
60.
mentioned the defiance, the tenacity of Karel Sedlacek. Can he show some here? 20 for tops to level up. 1 dart remaining, having gone above it. And he finds it to square up this match. A match in which he's found himself in something of a storm. He squares up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, and that's the style of play with Sedlacek. He will just hang in tough. Another max from the Dutchman.
Yep, kicked off both legs on his own throw with 180s.
Makes him very hard to beat, Murph.
96.
If you are just joining us, Paul Lim through to the second round on talkSPORT 2 tonight. A 3-1 win against Jeffrey de Graaf. This afternoon, Gary Anderson got a victory as well.
Eventually.
Made to work hard against Adam Hunt.
140.
Nyman backs up the 180 with a 140. 181 after 6. Sedlacek on 405 before these 3.
140.
Just chips away, doesn't he? He's just going to hang in and wait for opportunities. And Nijman is the type of player that will give you them. Well, treble 20, ball 71 left.
Treble 13 would be the perfect dart, wouldn't it?
Yep, after 8 darts thrown. Oh,
140.
little bit of a wild one. Lost his rhythm there. Left 67.
Maybe partly because he had to step back and ask George Noble what he'd hit or what he'd scored. Another 140, right? He's going to call it now that Nyman's going to hit more 180s than Sedlacek, but Sedlacek's going to hit more 140s than Nijman.
Correct. 51's found. Double 8 left. Potential 11 darter to lead 2-1 in set 1. Oh, beautiful. Beautifully done from Wessel Nijman.
So 2-1 to Nijman, the 31st seed in this tournament. Only seed to go is Ross Smith, by the way, so far. That was against Andreas Harrison last night. Luke Humphries to come, taking on Ted Everts, the other seeded player
125
in action this evening. And then we've got Alex Spellman against Gabriel Clements, who
100.
I think is on a bit of a downward spiral at the moment.
Agreed. Since making the semis here a few years ago, it's been all about Schindler, hasn't it?
Yeah, not happened
140.
for the German giant. .110 average for Wessel Nijman in this game, but Sedlacek staying with him. A 140 gets him down to 176.
Yeah, your phrase defiance sums up Sedlacek, but Wessel Nijman looks to be absolutely on it here. Turned down to 136 after 9, averaging 110, leads 2-1 in set 1. Sedlacek firing back, 2 treble 20s. He's going to leave tops here if he opts for the 16, which he does.
136.
So barring Nijman in 136, with all the flamboyance. Oh, hello. Treble 20's in.
Second one's in. And the double, and there is more of that flamboyance, and he gives here performance of the tournament so far, a set average of 111.17, a 136 to seal it, 2 maximums as well. Great start from the Dutch talent, the Dutch prospect that is Wessel Nijman. He leads Karel Sedlacek by a set to 0 here on talkSPORT 2.
Magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Linkler, get on target.
To the Dutch prospect has produced a wonderful set, winning legs of 15, 11 and 12 to lead Karel Sedlacek by a set to 0. 3-1 he took it, an average of 111.17 in that opener, and he capped it off with a fabulous 136 checkout.
First leg, Karel,
we were discussing before the game whether this could be a bit of a coming of age moment for Wessel Nijman. If he carries on like this, Chris Mason, it will be. But again, we just caveat with 100. The point that quite often it hasn't carried on like this.
Correct, Marathon. Listen, in that scenario, that 136 was fabulous, but Sedlacek was waiting there to pounce. And, you know, is he going to keep on doing what he's doing? It was a beautiful opening set from Wessel Nijman, one of his best ever.
Yeah, I think he would have been aware as well that he dominated the scoring, didn't he? But he didn't have scoreboard control until he took out the 136.
That's beautiful, Murph. Exactly that. On every occasion that he's gone out,
81.
Sedlacek was waiting to pounce, and he was just not given the opportunity. Now, that's all well and good, but you've got to keep doing that. And if you don't, Sedlacek is the kind of player that will make you pay if you miss. At the moment, Nijman's not missing.
Yeah. And it was his own set, Wessel Nijman. He had the darts in it. He's added a third 180
so
already.
It don't really matter whether he won it 3-0, 3-1 or 3-2.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you say, it's his set. But Sedlacek here down to 120. On throw, Nijman threatening to break.
100.
A ton, leaves 80. Leads 1 set to 0.
So 1-2-1 for Sedlacek. Treble 17, having missed the treble, and he's missed the 17 altogether.
42.
Opening the door for Wessel Nijman here.
80.
80 required. Can be a tricky finish if you don't get the treble 20, but he seems to get the treble 20 with his first start every throw in this game. Double 10.
Oh, this is special, Murph. If this continues,
Second leg,
he deserves every bit of credit we're going to go on to give him. He's averaging 110.37, which is miles in front of anything we've seen so far. Luke Littler currently holds the highest average of the tournament so far, 101 and change. Well, at the moment, Nijman's setting the bar rather high.
Sedlacek trying to hit back. Can he find his first max of the match just in the nick of time, because he's just been broken. He has to break back now. Cannot allow Nijman to get away here.
140.
He's on it tonight, isn't he, Nijman? My goodness. It just doesn't look likely to miss.
97.
Every element of his game is on point. Whether it be the finishing, the scoring. And he's in again. Number 20 followed by a single.
100.
Doesn't get the 140 to leave 161, but down to 201 on throw. But Sedlacek again is there hovering from 224. 20 trouble. Oh dear.
83.
A real loose last start. And that's complicated things, because now he's gone from being on a finish that requires 1 trouble to a finish that requires 2.
141 the target for Karel Sedlacek. Can't find the first treble, so won't get a go at a double, and Wessel Nijman
65.
should be getting at least 1 from 71.
Wouldn't surprise him if he gets 2. Treble 13 for 32. Oh, just misses the 39. Hits 18, tops.
51.
Wow. He can miss.
Karel requires 76.
Doubling has been superb. That's just his second missed start at a double in the game. Sedlacek's only missed 1 so far, but he's only had 2. Here he goes at tops, and he finds that to level up, to cancel out the break of throw. That could be crucial.
Third leg, Karel to throw first.
Nice tidy stuff this. Sedlacek himself is averaging 95.67. Nijman still up at almost 108.
Both on 67% on their doubles.
66.
4 from 6, Nijman. 2 from 3, Sedlacek.
Yeah, with 6 legs in, and only 1 of them has gone outside 5 visits.
Yeah. And that was a very early second leg where it's acceptable. There's going to be nerves early. Both now are settled. Oh, Sedlacek, 2 trebles.
140.
Very nearly a second max.
Down to 295 on his own throw. Trails Wessel Nijman by a set to 0, but all square in this one, having broken back to the early setback.
Back in the day, I played very similar players to Nijman, and listen, they'll outscore you and outplay you in segments. You've just got to stick in and be resolute and wait for opportunities and punish when they do make a mistake, and you can set about them. Easier said than done, as Nijman pops in a 4th max. We're only in the 7th leg.
59.
Well, he's had a 188 every other leg, hasn't he?
Yep.
Sedlacek leaves 140. Now Nijman on 231 has missed the single number with his first start, so needs to find a treble. Hit a 5, does find a treble, and gets himself down to 146.
Yeah, he'd take a straight ton here, but the shot's on. Treble 20 found, doesn't follow. Single 20 leaves tops, and he's asking the question of Nijman. Has taken out 136 to win set 1.
Can he add a 1-4-6 to get control of set 2? No, he can't. So Sedlacek coming back, looking at tops.
96. Curry require 40.
To take the lead in this second set. Over the top with his first 2 arrows, and he can't make the adjustment.
Wessel,
That's a huge
50.
error. That could be super costly.
Nijman in no mood for letting him off here. 18 for double 16 on the wire. Plenty of space though, and he's found some of it to break again. 3 breaks a throw in this second set. Nijman now throwing to double his lead in the match. 1 set to the good, 2-1 up in the second.
Remember, he missed a dart at tops on the 71 in leg 2. This set could be home and hosed. Averages dipped slightly for Nijman. Still quality. 5 from 8 on the doubles, 103.41.
A lot of the conversation before the tournament, Mace, was who are the other
100.
contenders? We've got Luke Littler, we've got Luke Humphries, but who else could go and stop one of them and win this tournament?
Well, we were looking at Jan van Veen, Wessel Nijman, Gedwin Price, Gary Anderson, Michael van Gerwen.
Josh Rock was mentioned
Yeah,
a bit, wasn't
absolutely. A whole host of players that have come out the pack this year.
130.
Nijman here is making people stand up and take note.
He's making a statement, isn't he? He's averaging over 104.
100.
Could well end up being the performance of the first round, this. 2-6-7, Nijman, 3-1-8 Sedlacek. He's on course for a 2-set advantage.
140.
Well, that was a fabulous 140. The first dart looked like it just blocked out everything, and he just manoeuvred around it. Robin Hood for Sedlacek.
Yeah, that's where a dart goes in the back of the previous
77.
one. Doesn't count for anything.
And ultimately, he's given Nijman 6 darts at 127 for 2-0 in sets. 80 scored. Sensible play from Nijman. Great ball management.
Couldn't take out the 127, but that's how many matches we'll be bringing you across the talkSPORT network at this World Championship.
1-0 Murphy.
Could be 2-0 Nijman here. Double 16, sealed fanfare. This time he's living up to it. The average 104.81, a 2-0 lead, and if he carries on like this, it will be over very, very quickly. Here on talkSPORT 2, Wessel Nijman leads Karel Sedlacek by 2-0.
Magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Littler, get on target. Magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Littler, get on target. be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic! 180! Luke Linkler, get on target!
Victory in his opening match, in our opening match tonight, beating Jeffrey de Graaf, and a new star maybe being born on the Ali Paddy stage. Wessel Nijman producing an absolutely sensational display so far, averaging 104.81, 6 out of 9, that's 67% on the doubles, including a 1-3-6 set winner in the opening set. He's gone on to win the second 3-1 as well. He leads 2-0 against Karel Sedlacek, and there are no signs of him slowing down here. This could be over very, very quickly indeed, Chris Mason.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch, Murph, isn't it? 104.81. And as you said, 6 out of 9 on the doubles. Every element of his game is absolutely on point. He's won in 15 darts, 11 darts, 12 darts with a 1-3-6, 14 darts. Only a little blip. He missed double 16 for a 15 off the back of 71. And then got the set done in 16 darts, average 99.20 in set 2. And currently is looking cool, calm, collected, and ready to win. Still work to do. Sedlacek, after 2 sets, ironically, Murph, averaging 93 exactly flat. That's his average for the last 12 months. And it just shows you what he's up against here, because he's getting crumbs, isn't he?
Yeah, and it's the playing to type that we thought actually might be a winning formula in this game.
Yeah.
Because we expect Wessel Nijman to be streaky. We assume that the past will repeat itself, and there will be spells where he goes off. There will be clutches of missed doubles, but none of that has happened in this game.
Yet.
80.
Winner of this to take on the winner of tonight's final match, Gabriel Clements and Alex Spellman.
We'll be doing that one.
100.
Germany against the USA. There's a nice little passage, isn't it, that?
Yeah.
But then the trouble starts. They may run into Luke Humphries. I think Luke Humphries has got a tricky route to the final this time around. Sedlacek, though, back here, 1-2-1. Hits a single 20, treble 17. Looking at the ball to break Nijman's throw here.
96.
Good effort. Height was perfect. Just left of centre. 85 for Nijman. Treble 19, double 14. Single 19 leaves 66. Single 16, all the treble. Sort of half-heartedly at the treble. Single 16 leaves the button. Doesn't press it.
Karel, you require 25.
So 25, the remainder after missing the butt himself. Sedlacek moves the wire on double 8.
21.
Can't find the double 4. And it's him
Wessel, you require
that's having
25.
a little bit of double trouble.
Yeah, you can't offer up second opportunities to Nijman. He will take them and punish. Double 8 after the single 9. Just left. Not a bad. Ooh.
17.
Over
Karel,
adjusts.
you require 4.
First couple of flaws in his game. Didn't do this, of course, in the early stages to allow Sedlacek back in. Lets him back in here. Oh, is it the wasp?
I think he has, yeah. He's thrown 2 darts at the double 2. They've both got outside. Then he's had to shake a wasp off his hand before throwing the 3rd.
2.
And that is going to sting.
Wessel, you require 8.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, it's so good to have you back, man. I have missed you.
Well, Nijman trying to put things right. Double 4 found. Holds onto his throat. It's the scruffiest leg of the game, but
by some margin.
yeah, Nijman will not care.
But yeah, exactly. That matters not. It's a leg in the ledger, isn't it? It's a leg closer to getting this job done. Only 60 from Sedlacek, who, for the first time in this match, starts to look a little bit rattled. And if you're not taking legs off Nijman when he's not at his best, that's when you've got a problem.
We do mix with our friends from around the world in the media centre here at Ali Pali, and I can tell you that the Dutch TV station are doing a full-on feature on the Ali Pali Wasp this year.
Yeah, it's not like there's anything else to worry about, is there?
The only player, by the way, he's quite an intelligent wasp, because the only player I haven't seen him attempt to go for is Boris Kritschmar.
Yeah, wise.
60.
If Boris says it's Tuesday and it's Saturday, you ask him what time is it on Tuesday.
Well, he checked out earlier on, didn't he? Luke Woodhouse got the better of him, the big Croatian.
Yeah, he will be disappointed with that when he gets home and maybe reflects or looks back on it. Nijman won't be disappointed with that, because it's a 5th Max which takes control of the leg down to 121, leads 2-0 in sets, 1-0 in legs. After a ton, Sedlacek still back on 224. May go ball first. Oh no, 60. Misses the 45 for double 8.
Yeah, no need for finishing on the ball there with the opponent not on a finish.
Perfect play, Murph. Keep it simple.
Keeps it nice and round. 32 when he returns.
100.
The 100 does get Sedlacek to a finish. Double 16 not found. Double 8. A little bit like we saw from Gary Anderson earlier this afternoon. Darting the 16, just standing to attention and making double 8 harder, but he found a way through there, and he's now a leg away.
I've got an exclusive for you, Murph. We will be interviewing the Wasp and finding out exactly what he's got against certain players.
Yeah.
But he sat on the collar of Ross Smith and seemed to bring him good fortune.
If you want to see that exclusive interview, subscribe to the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel.
Remember it when it was on David Cameron when he was 2-0 down. He came back and won, didn't he?
Yeah, not that one, by the way.
No, the other one.
And he's been around a while, hasn't he? 2012 when he stung Adrian Lewis into action. Well, we're just seeing pictures of Freddie Mercury. He's had better nights. Only at the darts.
He looks a little tired, does Freddie? The moustache is gone awry. Nothing wrong with Nijman's accuracy, though.
100.
Unlike the moustache, the 180 was on point.
Absolutely.
Potentially here, Murph. Well, I was going to say 6 darts away.
60.
2-0 up in sets, 2-0 up in legs, 2-6-1, down to 2-0-1. Sedlacek 2-6-1. He's coming up dry himself. Oh, does find a lovely treble 17 to leave 170, just in case. He may need it to stay in it.
Yeah, it would be an incredible way to stay in the match, but you do get the sense it's a matter of when rather than if here. Wessel Nijman has made a statement tonight. He's put himself in the conversation.
Karel,
well, he is one of those players that we're always in the conversation, isn't he? We talk about him because we know he's capable of producing this. It's whether he can produce it match after match after match.
142 would be a wonderful way to win it. Treble 20 found, second one doesn't follow. Sedlacek granted.
I fancied that
yeah,
as well,
me too, and I think he did as well.
But there is sat up high in the treble, wasn't it?
There is a stay of execution here if Sedlacek can find double 16, which he does.
Good leg, 14 dart. Is it a break back? Or was it a hold?
That was a break back, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Full flag, Karel to throw
His
first.
family still enjoying it, applauding, all wearing Sedlacek shirts in the VIP area.
85.
Well, he's played well here, Sedlacek. There's a lot of games he may well have won had the draw been slightly kinder. He's averaging close to 92. Nijman still
57.
in and around that 100 average mark, but both coming up short. Sedlacek responds with a 140. His 11th.
Well, he will know that he can still frustrate a little bit here.
And that's sometimes that's what you've got to do. You've just got to stick in there and make it a bit smelly for your opponent.
Our prediction was 3-0 Nijman or a Sedlacek victory, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
yep. And that probably sounds bizarre, but that's the kind of player Nijman is.
He's hoping it's the 3-0, and he's found a treble 20. 3:04 before this minute. He's down to a finish first against the darts.
I mean, my tip in hospitality here was this to go over 3.5 sets, because I didn't know I was going to win, but I just didn't think it was going to be 3-0.
100.
But it could be.
What's the record? 164.
If Nijman can take out 164 here. Sedlacek on 136, which Nijman took out earlier.
Yes, he did win the opening set.
Oh,
Beautiful
140.
second prize, 140 to leave 24.
136.
Asking the question of Sedlacek. Not going to do it, single 20. So Nijman will be back for a very routine 3 sets to 0 win.
24.
Double 12 is the target here for Wessel Nijman to put the cherry on the cake. And that was a quite under Chris Mason. We mentioned it during the match. It's a statement performance, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right up there with anything else we've seen so far. 50% on the doubles. 6-1-8 is in 12 legs, so a 180 every other leg effectively. 11 140s, 100.91. Every element of his game was on it, and credit to him. And listen, he's a serious contender. We say it every tournament because he's capable of producing darts of that ilk.
Every match tonight in the same section of the draw. We've seen Paul Lim go through. He could take on Luke Humphries. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson will take you through his match with Ted Everts next. And then Alex Spellman and Gabriel Clements, the last match on talkSPORT 2 tonight. The winner of that will take on Wessel Nijman. Just quickly, mate, in this section, it's all pointing towards Humphries and Nijman in the third round, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way I expected to go. I think when we looked at the draw, that was, for me, the first real acid test for Luke Humphries in terms of him winning yet another world title to add to the one he already has. And listen, it's going to be tough. I expect him to cruise through his next couple of games, to be honest, and then that will be the examination he needs against Nijman that will set him up potentially to go on and win another world title.
Interesting start to the night then, halfway through the evening here on talkSPORT 2. A legend lives on in Paul Lim and a star is born in Wessel Nijman. And next up, Luke Humphries is going to be back on the Alexandra Palace stage. Stay with us here at the World Darts Championship on talkSPORT 2. Cheers, mate. Thank you.